This year, Valentino Rossi is starting his 26th year in the sport. Through all these years, the doctor has seen all kinds of ups and downs, but he always managed to come out on top. Rossi's best result from the entire second half of 2020 season was a P12. But one can argue that at that time, all the Yamaha riders on 2020 bikes were struggling, and the doctor even had to miss 3 races due to COVID-19. But in 2021, where Yamaha won both the rounds of season opener doubleheader, Rossi still found himself in P12 at best. A lot of us are still hopeful that a return to European tracks will bring back his form. He himself, on the other hand, is not so sure. In this video, let's get into what Vale himself has to say about his current form. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. The 9-time world champion had a rough start of the season with the P12 in first round after qualifying 4th and finishing outside the points in P16 after qualifying his worst ever P21 in round 2. The fact that both these rounds were won by Yamaha doesn't leave much else to blame the bad performance on. When asked if he expected his form to improve in the coming European races, Rossi said, "I really don't know because every year it changes a lot. Anyway, we'll still try and hope because in Europe there are a lot of good tracks for me." He added, "In the race we found some different settings for the electronics where I could stay with the pace more constantly. Unfortunately, we found it just in the morning and my position in the start was very bad. It is difficult because all the riders and all the bikes are very strong. Being within 10 seconds from the leader, you finish in 15th. We have to see the other race tracks starting from Portimao. We will try to understand if we can be competitive." And now it's time for the quick fix. Talking about the strong start of the season for Yamahas, Fabio Quatararo said, "At the moment, overtaking is much better than last year because I feel the limit and I know where it is. I felt so good in overtakes. I could brake so hard and keep the brake on the edge of the bike. We will see in Portimao, which was one of the most difficult tracks for us. Apart from Franco, who has the 2019 spec and finished in 3rd place, we finished 11th, 12th, 14th. So that will be a moment where we will see the actual potential of our bike." Opening up about his tough start with the Tech 3 KTM team, Danilo Petrucci said, "I felt really good and we saw something better in practice. But the fact was, the first lap I cannot really stay with the top guys because everybody passed me. I noticed that on acceleration we lose too much. On every acceleration, one rider was getting in front of me. Braking was good, but this means that I was always entering a corner with too much speed and since lap 3, the tire got really hot. We have to work on this. We went with the extreme setup for KTM for my size and maybe my size is too big for the bike because I was looking at some photos and I look like I am riding a Moto3 bike. For a few laps it's okay, but compared to the other riders, especially when they have a slipstream, I can't even stay in the slipstream and this is a problem for the race, especially when we have a long straight like in this track." Despite missing out on winning at not 1 but 2 races at the Losail International Circuit at Qatar after dominating the whole of pre-season test, Ducati sporting director Paolo Ciabatti insists that they are not too worried by their failure to take the top step of the podium on either occasion. He said, "One might think that Ducati didn't win on a favourable track, but we took both pole positions with a new circuit record. We took 4 of 6 podium places and we lead the championship with Zarco. Obviously, I would have liked to have won at least one race. But if we are not happy, how can the other brands be? Those who rely on the fact that Ducati won in Qatar in 2018 and 2019 with Dovizioso don't take into account that the tires used then had nothing to do with the current ones, which have to be managed. Already in 2020 pre-season test, Dovizioso was not as competitive as he has been before, so we are very satisfied with the improvements we have made. What do you think? Will we see Rossi on his 200th podium in this year? How will the Yamahas fare at the Portimao circuit? Will KTM and Danilo Petrucci be able to figure out a way to make the bike work for his huge size? And how long will Ducati and Zarco be able to keep their championship lead? Let me know in comment section below. If you made it till here, I really appreciate you watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by hitting the like button. For more such MotoGP and F1 content, please subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. And while you are here, why don't you check out these 2 videos? My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video soon.